Hello, I am Dr. Harrison Wright, a specialist in geriatric health, and today I want to talk to you about something that affects millions of people, but is rarely discussed openly. Constipation, bloating, and the uncomfortable feeling that your body simply cannot eliminate waste the way it should. Before we go any further, I would like to ask you for a small favor. Please write a comment below with this phrase: "My body deserves a healthy digestive system." When you write that sentence, you are making a simple commitment to start paying attention to one of the most important systems in your body. Now let me ask you something very honest. Have you ever gone 3, 5, or even 7 days without being able to go to the bathroom naturally? Many people live like this without realizing how much it affects their energy, their mood, their sleep, and even their quality of life. When the intestine stops working properly, waste begins to accumulate. The abdomen becomes swollen, gas builds up, the stomach feels heavy, and perhaps the most frustrating feeling appears: the sensation that you need to go to the bathroom, but nothing happens. As a doctor who works closely with older adults, I can tell you that this situation is extremely common. But what many people do not realize is that constipation is rarely just bad luck. In most cases, it is the result of daily habits that slowly interfere with the natural rhythm of the digestive system. Think about how we live today. Many of us spend hours sitting. We eat quickly, sometimes without chewing properly. We drink water irregularly. And even when we go to the bathroom, we often sit in a position that actually blocks the natural movement of the intestine. Little by little, the digestive system becomes slower and weaker. Constipation is usually defined as having fewer than 3 bowel movements per week. However, it can also appear in people who go to the bathroom every day, but have to strain excessively, pass very dry stool, or feel that the intestine never completely empties. And this is where something important needs to be said. Constipation is not just uncomfortable. Over time, it can create real health problems. When waste remains in the intestine for too long, certain toxins can be reabsorbed into the bloodstream. This may contribute to fatigue, headaches, irritability, and skin problems. Chronic constipation can also increase the risk of hemorrhoids, anal fissures, inflammation of intestinal pockets, known as diverticula, and in some cases, even increase the risk of colon disease. The good news is that in most cases, the intestine can recover. Age does not automatically mean your digestive system must slow down forever. In fact, many people notice significant improvement within 1 or 2 days, simply by correcting a few basic habits. Let us begin with something that may surprise you: the position we use when going to the bathroom. Most Western toilets place us in a sitting position, similar to a chair. However, in this position, a small muscle around the rectum tightens and creates a bend that makes elimination more difficult. You could imagine it like bending a garden hose. When the hose is bent, water cannot flow easily. When we squat instead, the angle of the rectum becomes straighter and the muscles relax, allowing the intestine to empty more naturally. Now, of course, most homes do not have squat toilets, but there is a simple trick. Placing a small stool under your feet so that your knees rise higher than your hips can recreate that natural position. Something else that helps enormously is breathing. Many people strain while trying to evacuate, but excessive pushing can actually worsen constipation and contribute to hemorrhoids. Instead, slow, deep breathing while relaxing the abdomen allows the intestine to perform its work more gently. Once we understand the importance of posture and relaxation, we can move to another helpful habit: natural herbal infusions. Some people rely on strong laxative teas that stimulate the intestine aggressively. While they may work in the short term, frequent use can irritate the intestine and lead to dependency. There are gentler options, such as fennel tea. Fennel contains natural compounds that help relax intestinal muscles and reduce gas, allowing the digestive system to move more comfortably. Another surprisingly powerful habit happens first thing in the morning. Drinking 1 or 2 glasses of warm water on an empty stomach can stimulate the digestive reflex that signals the intestine to begin moving. Many people notice that within 20 to 30 minutes, the body naturally feels ready to evacuate. Nutrition also plays a key role. Certain fruits are particularly helpful for digestion, and one that stands out in many studies is kiwi. Kiwi contains natural enzymes and fiber that help stimulate intestinal movement. Prunes are another traditional remedy that still holds value today. When soaked overnight and eaten in the morning along with the soaking water, they provide fiber and natural compounds that soften stool and support regular elimination. But digestion is not only about fiber. Inside your intestine live billions of bacteria that form what we call the gut microbiota. These microorganisms help regulate digestion, immune function, and even aspects of mood. When this balance is disrupted by stress, antibiotics, excess sugar, or processed foods, the intestine may become sluggish. Foods that contain beneficial bacteria, such as yogurt, kefir, or fermented vegetables, can help restore that balance. At the same time, foods rich in fiber such as oats, garlic, onions, and leafy vegetables provide nourishment for those beneficial microbes. Water intake also deserves attention. Fiber cannot function properly without enough water. For most adults, 2 to 3 liters per day, distributed gradually throughout the day, is a reasonable goal. Another factor that many people underestimate is movement. The intestine is a muscular organ. When the body remains inactive for long periods, intestinal movement slows as well. A simple daily walk of 15 or 20 minutes can stimulate digestion remarkably well. Gentle exercises that involve twisting the torso or bending the knees can also activate the abdominal muscles and encourage intestinal activity. When these small habits are combined, most people notice that their digestive system begins to function more naturally again. However, it is important to recognize that in some cases, persistent constipation may have deeper causes. Conditions such as thyroid disorders, certain medications, irritable bowel syndrome, or structural problems in the intestine can also interfere with normal elimination. If constipation continues despite lifestyle changes, consulting a healthcare professional is always the best step. Now, before we finish, I would like to invite you to participate in something simple. Over the next few days, try implementing just a few of these habits. Drink warm water in the morning, include more fiber-rich foods, move your body, and allow your digestive system to relax instead of forcing it. And please leave a comment below with this phrase: "My body deserves a healthy digestive system." Your comment not only helps support this channel, but also reminds others that they are not alone in facing these challenges. Digestive health is deeply connected to overall well-being. When the intestine functions properly, energy improves, sleep improves, and even mood becomes more stable. Taking care of your digestion is truly one of the most powerful steps you can take toward long-term health. It has been a pleasure sharing this moment with you.